good feeling.
KC's offense ready to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Mahomes going to throw it here. Flush to his right. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 20. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. They'll roll him out right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 5. A big pick up there on the scramble. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better.
And the crowd really responded, didn't they? They always like it better when the quarterback is scrambling around, actually takes off and runs downfield. And that's exactly what he did.
So Charles, it's 1.
Jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check, you not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look, salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all goal, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was a...
Now we'll see what this offense can do as they'll get their first shot here with less than a minute going by in the first quarter. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play. Josh Lambo now for the point after. Flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
2 now on 1st down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Finds his tight end Ingram. They'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Offside. Defense.
I don't know what the heck he was doing. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Meanwhile, Tua is taken in by Ingram. The numbers in last week's contest for Ingram: 6 catches and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know that.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Joseph Osai able to record his 5th sack of the season. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Tua going to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. And Mahomes is going to go down. in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still looking for his receiver, sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. You see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
New York set to take the field. Their defense did its part. Now they'll look to get points on this side of the football following the free kick with a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa trying again after the pick 6. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for the Giants. Now the red challenge flag makes an appearance as Andy Reid wants a second opinion. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see.
Let's go, folks.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is down to a field goal. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. This one fielded at the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points. Now, that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm,
Sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there for KC. The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Here's Mahomes to throw. Rolling to... And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And his throw here is incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had before this game started? On first down, Tagovailoa. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
The Giants on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Here's Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
To throw again on second down. Tua. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to pass. Tua. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get it. And from the 1-yard line, touchback.
You almost get the sense that if you can't get it in from the 1-yard line with your big guy carrying the football, you'll question yourself the rest of the day. They got it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
On play action, here's Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside, as he did there.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised him a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped him well short of a first down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Out comes Patrick Mahomes in the Chiefs offense. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
They'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the 2nd quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes throwing on 4th, eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great play there. 82 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. goal line, but it's incomplete. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Take it in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Tua, a final shot before half. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime with a visiting. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Tua sets up to pass it. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Joseph Osai in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man. Right side is Tony. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. And the Giants send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 15. 35 yards that time on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin.
And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. Mahomes finding his tight end Kelsey for a big one. 45 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. With touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Joseph Osai in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3. Out, not what they wanted, and you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go.
They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Azeez Ojulari
in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll roll him out right. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Let's go.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his... Almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his left. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
And, oh, that would get a wind-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Rolling to his right. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap as he'll go down well short of a first. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that...
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink. Moment of truth, credit check. You not approved. BB King, I'm in love with the blues. Don't start me up, I got finishing moves. Look. Salute when you see me. Slid through all the commotion, it's breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, I'm politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all go, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse, disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the real ones could vouch, they thought I was done, but all that doubt, you gotta play my next around. Salute when you see me. put in the car to my runner gets you speedy. Still thugging like the days when they weren't here in my city. Made it out of the trenches, just salute when you see me. Yeah, salute when you see me. I'm getting greedy, I blowed on her budget on me, that's on me, I'm conceited. Treaty, nah, that ain't how we treat it. This right here sound like a three-peat. I put the in it sound like I'm knee deep, I'm like, oh, you too needy. Me and HB going Juvie and BG, they gotta put my face on the box of Wheaties. I'm praying for whoever think they competed, salute when you see me. That's all he ever, so that's how you greet me. I'm going TM 101 Jeezy, and plus they got D2 on repeat. I'm with the love of my life in like 3 weeks. I'm ready for more. Jones Shorty.